morning.
Good morning.
We are thankful to each of you for time sacrificing our canvassing meeting. We hereby call our canvassing board meeting to order. Hearts are clear. We're going to ask now for the administrative assistant for a report on the compliance with the Freedom of Information Act.
Report of compliance with the Freedom of Information Act. In compliance with the Freedom of Information Act, notice of meetings and agendas were posted and furnished to all news medias and person requesting notification.
Thank you so very much. Again, we'd ask the invocation by Mr. Rawl, please.
Most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity to come here this morning. We ask that you would be with us as we serve this county. We ask that you would give us direction. We pray that you would be with those who need your help. This we ask in Christ Jesus' holy name. Amen.
Amen.
All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We realize each of you receive a minute. Perhaps you've had a quick moment to glance over it. May we have a motion for the approval of the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Been moved by Ms. Carrie Fair, second by Mr. Bond, that we should approve the agenda for today. Ready for questions? If known by saying aye. Any opposer? None, the ayes have it, so it's ordered. Following the agenda for today, we ask each board member to please rise to receive the oath. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
or affirm
that
I am duly qualified
that I am duly qualified
according to the Constitution of this state
according to the Constitution of this state
to exercise the duties of the office
to exercise the duties of the office
which I have been appointed,
which I have been appointed,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge the duties thereof,
discharge the duties thereof,
and preserve,
protect,
and defend the Constitution of this state
and defend the Constitution of this state
and of the United States.
and of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear or affirm
that I am duly qualified,
I am duly qualified,
according to the Constitution of this state,
according to the Constitution of this state,
to exercise the duties of the office
to exercise the duties of the office
to which I have been appointed,
which I have been appointed,
and I will,
to
to the best of my ability,
the best of my ability,
discharge the duties thereof,
discharge the duties thereof,
and preserve,
and
protect, and defend
protect and defend
the Constitution of this state
the Constitution of this state
and of the United States.
and of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God. Amen.
Please sound the line above your name.
time now we'll hear from our director for our canvassing hearing.
Chairman, board members, we have one provisional ballot that was cast. This voter went to a precinct that they are not registered in. A copy of the front page of the provisional envelope is in your packet. I don't know if you want to look over it first, but again, the voter went to a precinct that he was not registered in to cast his vote.
Any
The
comment?
explanation, living at this address that he wrote there, due to my house under renovation due to flood. However, the voter did not update this temporary address with the office. So the voter voted at a precinct that he was not assigned to register, to vote at.
For situations like this, because of home renovations, is that do they supposed to still, make the change? 'Cause
Yes,
it's a
it's a
temporary
temporary.
change and then go back?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Would this be counted as non-vote?
I'm sorry.
Non-vote?
That is correct. Need a motion.
Option there? Well, they're still looking at over the board. To the board, heard the proposal for the provisional ballots for Robert Keith Horton out of precinct, voted provisional. What shall we do with this vote, please?
Motion.
Motion? What shall we do ballot with this ballot?
Counted, not counted, I need a motion. I need a
I
motion.
move that we do not accept this ballot.
Okay.
Need a second.
Need a second?
I'll second that.
It will move by Mr. Parton, second by Mr. McRaw, that the ballot received, provisional, shall not be received and shall not be counted. Ready to vote, then all the same by saying aye.
All right.
Aye.
Any opposed to the motion, say nay. Ayes have it, so it's ordered, the provisional ballot shall not be counted based on the situation which it has happened. Any questions? Clarity or understanding?
This concludes my part of the canvass hearing. There are no additional provisional ballots that need to be heard.
With that being said, the unofficial count that was received shall remain as so stated. I need a motion for the official canvassing hearing, please.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we accept to move forward with the certification for the county council election that was held on July 22nd, 2025.
Did you want me to read those totals, Chairman? Did you want me to read the totals?
Yes, please. Let me get a second first. Let me
Okay.
get a second. Second.
I second.
It was moved by Ms. Dobson that we shall not count and they move forward with the election count as officially stated for July 22nd, second by Mr. Hato. All in favor said the question, no by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposer, nay? None, the ayes have it, and so it is ordered.
That was a close vote.
Close vote?
No, it was close, pretty close.
So the close race.
Close race.
Yes, yes it was.
The official totals, Ms. Catherine DeCourcy, 154. Mr. Gene Zaccarelli, 1,561. Ms. Patricia Hicks Dupont, 1,289, and one write-in.
Demographic, still a good change.
Question, Ms. Bostic.
Yes,
So this representative for this county council election, I think if I'm correct, he will complete the term that Marty Sauls had and then have to run again in 2026, am I correct?
That is correct.
That's
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Understood.
Okay. Thought so, but I just wanted to make sure.
All right. No further question in regards to the cactus. We enter now into our board meeting, call to order.
Please make sure you sign that, certification.
Yes.
This sheet?
Yes.
So this one.
Oh, that one.
This is each one.
You went left last time, so you're right this time. Sign the certification, okay. That's next.
This question for clarity. With this provisional, any given time, situation where this arises, the person has to go back and update their address where they're now living.
If it's temporary, not temporary, whatever the case may be, if they change address, we have to be notified.
All right, thank you very much. Any citizen comment?
No, sir.
Went into the new business,
No. Approval of minutes. The new agenda.
new
You got the agenda with the approval of the minutes. Number 11.
I mean,
citizen comment?
no, the new one that she gave, when you first.
I didn't get a new one, she didn't give me a new one. I
Oh,
had the
you
old
know
one.
something?
No, it's the one that she handed out on top of
Oh,
the package.
okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, yeah, I didn't have that.
Thank you.
Number 11. Citizen comment, move forward to the public.
Number 11.
Approval of board.
Yeah, that's where we at now.
Oh, number, approval of board members.
Yeah.
Board member, minutes, okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. May we have a motion to approve the board minutes for today?
So moved.
Second.
It was moved by Mr. Patel, second by Ms. Dobson, that we shall receive and approve of the board minute for today. All in favor, say, no by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposer, nay? Ayes have it, so it is ordered board minute, right? Any citizen comments?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. New business for the director.
Chairman and board members, the job description has been presented to HR, requesting that the admin position be upgraded to a IT systems coordinator. We have not gotten a response to that yet. As soon as I get a response, I'll let you know the outcome of that request.
I'm sure they have to go to, I don't know if they have to go to council to get switched or not, but they probably will because it would involve, because that would be a different pay scale. So, once I get that notification, I'll let the board know. And, in the election, the Fisher's Chapel Church, had a road closure, that was brought to my attention on election day by one of the, residents in that area. However, I didn't get any complaints from any voters that stated they could not get there. I just got a phone call stating that that was hindering voters from getting there. However, we did have 62 ballots cast out of that precinct, so voters were definitely getting into the precinct. The workers were able to get into the precinct, and the sign stated traffic was allowed for local residents, local persons in the area, and those voters are considered local individuals. So this letter was sent to the State Election Commission office, and Sydney said they responded. I asked for the letter response. I haven't gotten that yet from the state, but I did reply as well, basically saying the same thing, that I got the phone call and voters were going in, and no one called and said they could not get in to cast their vote. And we were never notified. Had we been notified properly, we probably could have did a temporary move and combined that precinct with St. Steve.
Thank you. With the new coordinator job position about to be established, anything going out as far as applications being received?
No, because it hasn't been approved yet.
Okay.
Once we get the approval, then we'll deal with that.
Is this the job description?
That is a job description I sent to HR and to finance.
That's the same one you sent out to us, right?
This is, it was, some adjustments were made with, Mr. Roll and Mr. Bond.
Right.
So what you have is what was sent.
You'll pass in June.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, that's
you
it.
know, what I said that you would give us,
That's the description of,
the job description.
It's in it.
for whom?
The
The
IT
IT position.
Is that attached or something?
It's just
It's
attached
in,
in the
it's
package.
in there. Like a
Come back.
page
It's
7.
behind the board minutes.
Go behind the board, go back to the front. It's near the front, yes, ma'am. That one.
I'm just,
She has,
I'm just curious about just the name. It says voter registration and IT.
Voter registration and elections, IT, systems
So
coordinator.
the voter registration election means your
That's a-
office sells
yes.
that IT, as opposed to an IT position somewhere else. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, that's.
No, it's for voter registration.
It's for voter registration.
It's for us. It's be in our office.
Right.
Right.
But the position is really IT position.
In the voter registration office.
No, I see that, but it's.
But the title would be IT
Okay,
systems
okay,
coordinator.
All right.
Just separated. And
I
then-
just wanted to
curious as
distinguish
why
that
was
it's
it
for
just called
voter
IT?
registration. I'm sorry,
Why was it just called IT systems coordinator?
because they're working for voter registration. I don't want to be assumed that they're working for the county, because we do have IT department for the county.
And
This is
so the
strictly-
county's IT position may be different than this.
That is correct.
This is responsibility.
That is correct.
They would be.
Yes, the duties and responsibility would be totally different.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
So his duties or her duties is outlined.
So put it.
That is the job description.
Any other question?
No.
You sure you have clarity?
And the yeah, I do have a question. And the clerical portion of it would be what?
It's all in the job description, Ms. Fair.
Yeah.
It's in the job description.
You know, I know.
Okay.
I'm asking about that.
What, you want me to read out?
Oh, you don't know it.
I mean, it's listed there. You're asking me for the clerical part of it. All of that is in the job description.
Okay, so let me just summarize it. So it would be clerical and IT.
That is correct. We do administrative duties as well, yes.
Three.
not 3, administrative duties.
Okay, no further questions? All hearts are clear. All right.
Okay. Next on there, under new business, it was a discussion of having the recusal date set. In your packet, all I have is the letter that was originally sent, I believe, by, the attorney.
That was back in February.
Right. I have not heard anything from Paige. Since your meeting up there, I will remind her again. She said it'd probably take a couple of weeks, but it's been more than a couple of weeks, so I'll remind her about her giving another response. But what we have here is from the attorney at the State Election Commission. So I don't know if you want to go ahead and set a date to discuss how we're going to prepare for this to go into our policy and procedures. It's something we're ready to put on our agenda for August or September.
If we get something from Paige, then can you inject that on the agenda then?
Okay,
'Cause
so we want to
call-
wait to hear from Paige? Okay,
Right.
Okay.
So we set a meeting, we may not have the information yet.
okay. I will contact her again.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, she did promise that she was gonna send something and send it to the director.
correct.
Okay.
Okay. Also in your packet is a letter request from a resident down in Rivertown, Riverton Point, I'm sorry, proposing a precinct in their development. The letter's in there, pictures of what they're looking at to house as a voter precinct down there. And this is something, if the board pursues this, we need to present it to the legislators, and they will get Will Roberts involved, where he would do a demographical drawing of how this would happen, because I'm not sure if it can just be the residents in Riverton Point because of the way it's cut. Those persons on Argent Boulevard currently go to Okatee 2 and Okatee Baptist Church to cast their vote, so I don't see how you can keep them going there when you got a precinct right at their front door. So that's something, and I suggest that as a board, we go visit the facility that they're proposing to see first if it's ADA compliance, which I'm sure it is, and it meets the needs in that location.
And Ms. Gossett, that was my question. Because currently there are 268 homes, 90%, and I was asking what precinct currently do they go, how close proximity is for them to put, because I think the first thing you sent us out, they made sure it was in bold, that they only wanted their residents. And that kind of deterred me there, because I think that if we see all the growth that's coming in the back in Hardyville. So we know that there will probably have to be realignment done. So if we go ahead and give them this and they only want their people, that means that if something else comes up in the neighborhood, what's gonna happen? I mean, I got to drive through, because you know, I live in Wagon Branch and I vote at Kingdom Touch. I don't have a choice on there.
Absolutely. And that's one
just
thing.
my concern with that, you know,
that-
to look at. We definitely need to go, and how close proximity is there a voting thing for right now? And
Well,
Right now, they're less than 3 miles.
I bet you, so right now they're going all the way up.
Not all the way.
it's
To
not
my
all the
chair.
way. It's not all the way.
Less than 3 miles.
Less than 3 miles. That's not all the way.
So right now they go to Okatee Baptist Church.
That is
right?
correct.
On 170.
That is correct.
And that's 3 miles from where they're at today? No, it's
Less,
not.
right.
It's more than 3 miles.
How much miles is that?
Huh?
Okatee Baptist Church?
Right, they're going all the way out to the Baptist Church.
All the way?
I go all the way from my house,
Tell
6
them again.
miles to Gillison.
Okay.
And I'm 3 miles from town.
Right, so
I mean,
that is quite a way.
3 miles is nothing.
That's not quite a ways, Mr. Palmer. 3 miles is not quite a ways.
Even if it's 6 miles.
But let's get back to her very first paragraph,
Uh-huh.
okay? The very first paragraph says that in 2029, they will have 981 homes. If you multiply that times 2, that's 1,800. So that probably meets qualification for a new precinct.
That's fine. I'm not knocking the new precinct. What I'm knocking is they don't want outsiders to come in.
Well, that's.
And that's the problem, because you're asking persons that will be qualified to vote because of the lines, the way they're cut, they are eligible to go into there.
Absolutely. So
Okay,
we just
because
have to
if I'm not
find-
mistaken, outsiders come into Hilton Head Amenity Center. It's not just, oh, okay.
They said you were red down.
No, they can.
Yeah, Red Dam comes in there.
Red
Well,
Dam-
that's what I'm saying. Okay, so it's not exclusive to Hilton Head Lakes
Right.
residents. So it could be exclusive to Riverton Point residents. They have to realize you can't just cut people out because you don't want it.
Yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
So that's why I'm saying the board needs to decide, is this something we want to pursue, first of all? Okay, and if we do want to pursue it, then we need to go look at this facility, and if we pursue it, we need to let them know, there's no way you can't allow Janine to come in there if Janine, borderline states that she is eligible to come in there.
As I remember, in order to be, ADA compliant, don't you have to have wheelchair access?
Oh, absolutely,
I don't
ADA,
think they do.
that's my point, we need to visit it and determine that ourselves.
Right,
I've
so
been to
maybe
this
a
place.
visit, and then we can.
You know, I've been there several times, and I think that where they show her,
That building,
that's the only access, I think. I have not seen wheelchair compliant.
okay, Mr. Todd has something.
Yeah, isn't it premature to even consider this at this point with the volume they're at? It seems to me like it's too early.
I think it's too early, and I think it's, not gonna meet their requests.
Right, I agree. I agree.
So, but, I just need to know how to respond to the voters' request of having this facility at this time. I mean, we can say we are postponing it, I just need the board, on how they want to do. Is fair?
And what is the makeup of this community?
What do you mean?
Makeup, ethnicity, numbers,
Oh, I don't know what the breakdown of the community, because how they're registered,
well,
only have the registration, racial breakdown, but I can't tell you the, racial breakdown within the community. I don't have access to that.
Yeah, but do we care about that? We care
No,
about
we don't.
voters.
Well, I don't know whether because later on, you're gonna have a group of people coming in and wanting to segregate and have their own little piece in there. And then I see down the line that, you might have a problem with, the votes being, piled up, going one way instead of, I see some problems there. You might not, or no one else might not see the problem, but I do see some problems there.
Well, I don't think it matters where you live as far as how you vote. First of all, the only thing we're concerned about is the fact that you're trying to shut out outsiders that are qualified to come in this precinct to vote. That is our concern. So it doesn't matter where you live, how you vote, where you live. The biggest concern, we want to make sure that all the voters have access to a precinct that they're eligible to have access to. That's our concern.
I would suggest that we just tell them that we will take it under advisement, but at this time, we do not feel that there is sufficient need at that point for a separate precinct.
Okay.
When you start going in this direction, you're gonna have some issues and problems.
Okay.
Janine, could I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it, and I'm picking on myself here when I say this, but isn't it such that Margaritaville is only Margaritaville residents?
And that's how the map is cut,
That's
that
okay.
they were able to do that.
Okay, okay.
And that's the only way.
I just wanted to make sure that they don't start pointing fingers.
Exactly.
At Jerry.
Start throwing stones. Exactly. But because the way the map is cut,
Okay.
you guys were lucky.
Okay.
Because like I said, in Hilton Head, Hilton Head Lakes,
Yeah.
we do have residents
Okay.
that don't live in that facility, that subdivision, that do go in there to vote.
Okay, gotcha, thank you.
Because Margaritaville used to cross the street, remember?
Yes,
To
yes,
go to Hilton
yes,
Head.
yes.
So,
Gene, I do have a question about the way that the lines are drawn and everything, for Hilton Head Lake especially, for us. Now, right now, we also include, is it, Red Dam Road goes into ours, which is fine. But, here's my next question. Next to, 287 is that new complex that's
278.
coming in, huge, all right? Now, will that also be considered the line drawn that would come into Hilton Head Lakes? I mean, they're talking about overpopulation, over 1,000.
where at?
It's
Where?
it's on 287.
278, right before you get to his road.
Just before you get to our place.
His red light.
Right, and it seems to me it's part of
It's
Red
fair.
Dam. touching-
It probably will. It probably will.
Okay, then that would increase substantially the number of people
Absolutely.
coming into
Absolutely.
our, which is okay.
Right.
Is there any point in time where we can get an idea of the total population? Because also on our road coming in, is Hubnavia is putting in 55 and older places, right? So I assume that they would also come to our same precinct. So after a while, we're gonna have several thousand homes in that area, okay? And that little precinct.
Right, it's not gonna be accommodating, absolutely.
So in other words, is there any way for us to look at the actual line today to see what is the line, and then we can see how many people?
I mean, we had the existing map of the precincts, board lines in the office. We have the precinct
We have?
maps.
Okay.
We do, you know, but the maps don't list every street name on it. So you're pretty much trying to figure out, you know,
Which
how
is good,
close
and I
it is
hear
to
it's
your
growing,
location.
growing all the time.
so, but we do have an existing precinct map
Okay.
in our office. Yes,
So
Ms.
we
Fair.
know that the community is growing. So every, new community that comes in and they make a proposal that they want to vote in their little space.
In their subdivision.
Uh-huh. And so, how does that work?
We as a board, as we're doing right now, we discuss it and determine, you know, are we gonna do it? Are we gonna allow it? Because like I said, you're asking for us to redraw the map and cut out individuals so they don't come into your subdivision, okay? And we can't make that call because you gotta look at your demographics, okay? And you don't wanna, as a board, we don't draw lines.
Yeah.
So if we decided, yes, we want to go forward, this will go to the legislators, and Will Roberts, who represents the, drawing of the lines and the demographicals and the fiscal mapping division, they will all have to get involved in this to make sure you're not, gerrymandering anything, right? So,
But Ms.
So-
Isaac, yeah.
so that's why we're gonna respond, you know, at this time. You know,
You
you're not gonna be.
favoritism here, community, new people coming in from all over the world and building their little community here and want their own idea.
Well, they're requesting it.
Preference.
They're requesting
That's
it.
their choice to request, but I just want to piggyback on Mr. Rawls. I think we need to move forward with what Mr. Rawls said.
Absolutely.
Put it to a motion, and we can table this until we can visit and see what we need to do. But at this point, I think we're gonna need to just keep hashing this out, because we're gonna be back to this table before, I may not be here, but whoever's sitting in this place in 2027, 28, we're gonna be redrawing, the delegation is gonna be redrawing all the maps. So I just think that needs to be tabled now, because then you start period, and then you go redraw, and then you make somebody mad, because you gotta redraw again and redraw, so.
It's gonna be done
This is
in,
gonna be a constant ongoing process.
exactly.
Exactly,
As the county
And it
grows,
needs
there
to
will
be
be new
discussed.
precincts
So
set
we
up.
don't get in a jam here.
yeah.
And I think the next census is what, 2030?
2030, because it was 2020, wasn't it?
So, I mean, it's gonna come up where the lines are gonna be looked at again, you know, so it could be something done then. And I mean, that's just 5 years ago. away.
If I'm alive in 2030, you won't want me in this office.
Been right along.
Anywho,
Based on my current age.
so I need a detailed motion so we can put it on record, and I can put it in a letter of response back to the residents.
Make that motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we, inform them that we will study the matter and that it is, at this point in time, we do not feel that there is sufficient need for a precinct in that community, and as the community grows, we will assess what the needs are and create new precincts.
That's gonna be additional work for us as well.
I think just, if I can modify that just a little bit, I think what we gotta stick in there also is the fact that the legislature needs to draw the lines. So we don't know where they are right now, today, do we?
We do.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said, we have a map that shows our precinct lines.
Okay.
Yes,
That's done by the legislature.
that would be way down the line, what you're talking about.
So if that's the case, then my question is this: if we know where the lines are, there's also, in that West Arch area that they're talking about, there are actually 4 communities, okay? There's a huge one, which is Sun City, is on that side. There's Riverton Point that's there, and then there's one below that, and I forgot what it's got a different name, and then there's another section on the other side, which I call the rainbow houses because they're all colored. I don't know, there's like apartments. I mean, those are all loaded. So all of that is part of West Arch as it looks today. So that means that if that's within the lines, okay, somewhere we're going to have to put a precinct. Now,
Mr. Bond, that's what I'm saying. Right now, all those voters go to Okeechobee Baptist Church.
They got some.
Okay, so
okay.
that's
So
what I'm
they have
saying.
place to vote.
If we put a precinct in Riverton Point, you're saying you're cutting out those voters you just spoke about.
No, they'd all have to be able to go to Riverton Point.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
And that's why I was saying to add that, if they're within those lines, then Riverton Point can't say, we don't want anybody else.
Exactly.
So
That's why we're saying
we need to include
we can't
that
do
in
anything right
No, I
now.
don't think we should put that in there because we are not the people who draw the map.
Exactly.
It's already drawn. The lines are already drawn, and I think we need to stick with what we have, what Mr. Rawls just stated, and we vote on it, table it, and move forward.
I agree 100%.
Exactly.
Man, we need a second to that.
I withdraw everything I said.
Thank you.
And I can see problems coming up, based on your comments just now. So I don't think we should go in that direction.
So I second what Mr. Rawls
Oh.
said.
Second what Mr. Ross said.
And what this does
Todd
is
second.
I hope you got what he said.
We got it on recording, so you'll be able to get it worded right.
It was moved by Mr. Ross and second by Mr. Hotto, and we shall follow suit of what Mr. Ross stated. All in favor, say
whatever.
aye. Say aye. Any opposing? No opposed. Ayes have it on what Mr. Ross said. Will be recorded. All right.
Okay, in your report, in your packet as well, there are voter registration totals. You noted that I said it decreased by 1,161, and the reason is the state does a confirmation card mailing. You need to respond,
Yeah.
because if you don't, you go in inactive status. That's why we are 1,161 voters in decrease, because those voters did not respond saying, yes, I'm still a resident of Jasper County, yes, this is my address, or no, I'm a resident, but I have a new address in Jasper County, and the state does that. So I didn't want you to look at it and say, wait a minute, last month we was 26,000, now this month we 24. So that is the reason why, and hopefully, you know, and these voters can be reinstated.
That's my,
If they go to the precinct,
that's my question.
you know, we let them know you didn't update your address with us. Is this still correct? And if it is correct, all we gotta do is make them active and it will be eligible for voting in
Who sends it out? You do?
The state
Oh, the state
election
sends it.
commission does a
Yes.
massive,
My son
and this
has-
is
he received one.
statewide.
My son received one.
Okay, this is statewide.
Is there a record anywhere of our office knowing who, what, when, where in our county? There's
When you
not.
go to the precinct and it says you an active, but no, we don't get a list saying these are now in an active status.
Oh, you okay, all right.
Again, they will be reinstated if they can, show proof that yes, they're still in Jasper County and what we have is still accurate. Or if the address is changing, they're still in Jasper County, we can update the address and make them back active. Okay?
All right.
All right, I think that's all I have in my report. Any questions?
I don't.
No.
I don't have any report. Just gonna follow up on recusal that we can get this behind us. Other than that, we're waiting on something from Columbia, from the state office, to guide us with this. Then we can mandate it in our constitution, our bylaws. It's fair.
So I don't know. When we were up there at the conference, this was discussed in detail. Are we waiting for some information from a particular person?
Yes.
So we can go forth on this?
Yes.
And is there a particular question that you have in mind? Was a letter written to them asking them to get back in touch with us?
Yes.
So, and that's been allowed?
That happened. We went
Certainly, I'm
Columbia.
not gonna get in no jam here.
We went Columbia in June. Was it June? May? May.
I went in May.
May. And I spoke with Ms. Paige Solange, and she will send information based on the ruling of the state to help us to travel this road, what we need to do in guidelines with the state. And once we get that, that'll help us to make a decision for recusal for our county and during our voting process. Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
when we were up there, they said it was, we were in that meeting lasted a long time in reference to this subject that we're talking about. At that point, they said it was up to the precinct, the county. Now you're saying now that deficient and you, I don't know which direction you want to go in.
We want some information from the state in regards to recusal on the state level. That would help us to make adequate decisions in regards to recusal for our county and our precinct. Let us get that information. Then this board will make a decision as to what process we would go, with some guidelines helping us pursue that course.
I mean, we have our opinions on recusals and how they should be handled, Ms. Fair, and the board is just asking the state to give us the proper guidelines. So when we put this in our policy, we're all on the same page, okay? Because you may have your opinion of how you should feel it should go. Mr. Mitchell may have his and others may have theirs. But having the opinion of the state of how it should be uniform statewide is what we're asking for. So we're asking for their input on it. And then the board can determine this is what we want to do and this is what we're going to follow.
I see what direction you're going in. That day was a really heavy meeting. It was a big discussion. Everybody was participating, you know. And
Absolutely, it was at the scare.
Now, you want to go back again.
No.
And keep running this down, getting an opinion of the state. You want it in writing?
You remember everything they said?
No, I'm not going there either. I'm not going there either.
My point.
But I do know, and I think that someone, if not here, will agree with me, what was discussed in that meeting on that day.
But do you remember everything that was said about handling
Yeah, because
recusals?
you can't remember.
And
everything.
absolutely,
All
so
right, then.
that's why we're
So
taking
don't
this
ask me that.
process.
Don't try to put me on the spot.
But you're saying we're fishing, and I'm trying to tell you, we're trying to make sure we get things decent and order, and that's why we made the request.
And I think we voted on it, if you go back in the minutes, when you came up at a meeting here, we voted that this was what we wanted to move forward with.
Wait for
The
their,
board voted that we go back to Paige and have her send us something in writing.
absolutely,
So I know it's somewhere in the meeting, in minutes, and it could be in the June minutes.
okay.
All right, and I recall Paige saying that it's up to the precinct,
It's up to the board.
for the board.
Exactly, it is still up to us, but we want their input on it. We're not saying that we're allowing them to tell us what we want their input on it, so the board can decide, one, are we gonna put it in our policy and procedures? So that's what we're waiting for.
We're not gonna get around this, we gotta make a
We're
decision.
not getting around anything, Ms. Ferris. Please stop saying
Must make a
that. Just because it's
decision.
delayed don't mean it's denied,
Let us see.
okay? We will see.
Postpone.
It may happen, if you here, it may happen if you're not here, but it's gonna happen.
I beg your pardon?
I said, it may happen if you're here, it may happen if you're not here, but it's going to happen.
Well, we don't know because the board, our elected official does the appointment, so we don't know who's going to be.
And that's why I made a comment.
Yeah.
You could or could not be here if it happens.
So they make that, the decision.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
As long as we get
We
this
know-
done, so we can move on.
We know that this board makes the decision, the final decision on recusal.
Exactly.
All we are doing is asking for input from the state to help us as far as guideline. The final decision will be made by this board. Not the state making the decision for us. It is our decision, but with some of their input guidelines. Okay?
I just got a quick question on that. It would seem to me that the state has a standard somewhere, and I'm gonna take some time myself to go back and look at that big rules and regulations that we received, okay? Somewhere in there, they must talk about this subject, okay? And that was put out by the state. So I can't imagine the state would fall back on anything that's outside of the standard rules and regulations for voting and all that. So, I mean, that book is about this thick full of
You
rules.
talking the green book, the
Yeah.
black book, yeah.
That
It's
was-
right here.
So it's probably came
And
right
the
down from
attorney's
that? That's
email.
that's where it was stated, yeah.
So-
Because I read that, and that seems to be like, that is the guidelines right there.
So we'll be waiting on.
So I'm just curious, what else were we waiting on from the state?
If they've already, did the guideline is already in the book with them.
Because that came from our lawyer, right? He said these are.
Not our lawyer, but the state election
Oh, state?
commission lawyer.
So then what else do we need?
Well, Chairman asked Paige to put something in writing. Because, I mean, if you read this, it is a little confusing. So he was asking,
Right. if it
in
came
my
from that-
opinion,
It's
to
vague.
put something in writing, okay, that we can look at and discuss as a board, either choose your suggestion or your idea, you know, and add our opinion to it, okay? We don't wanna go outside the law.
And that was.
Okay, and that is the biggest point, okay, because like I said, you have your personal views, and you don't wanna put your personal feelings and views in it, you wanna put the law.
So that was asked of her how long ago to send us something?
That was in May.
Well, it was in May, but we've had elections going on statewide, not just in Jasper County,
So she
you know,
was
with
busy.
other counties, they had training going on,
Right.
okay, so, again,
Okay.
it is a big to-do, but it's not a big deal, because if it comes up, another election comes up and a member of one of your families is on the ballot, you just recuse yourself, simple as that. You're not involved in anything that's going on with that election, but we just wanna be able to put something in our policy and procedures, so when this board disappears, it'll be there for the next board, and they can decide whether to leave it or take it out. We just wanna add it to our policy, that's it.
Okay.
And I'm concerned with the law.
Well, it's all the law, okay?
With the law. Not favoritism, but the law.
And that's my point.
The law, all right. So, okay, director's report, you done with the director's report?
I am done with my director's report.
And I said, I have no report other than what we just talked about, the recusal. Any topic for our next discussion for our next meeting?
Mr. Chair, I make a move that we add the new location for the voters registration building in Richmond to the next meeting. And also the discussion of where we stand for a satellite office in the Hardyville area. An update on that. And that's all I have.
Any other addition?
And, so we were, what, so Michelle just said that we'll put this on the agenda and we'll wait till we get back something in the mail for the recusal. And then you'll put that on the agenda.
Yeah.
Mail
I say,
or
yeah.
email?
I have an email, yeah.
Okay. All right. Any board comment?
Sounds good to me.
Board comment? Anyone?
Do we need an August meeting?
What? You said?
Do we need an August meeting?
Are we supposed to
We
give
need
one
an
month
August
vacation?
meeting.
We got it in December. You want a
We
summer
just
break?
got- We just got through, how many elections? May. Early runoff, and special this.
We don't have anything, pressing that we have to meet in August.
Right, because I'm.
You worn out?
Huh?
You worn out?
Am I worn out? Not that I'm worn out, I just, school's coming back up and vacations are starting, and right now I don't know whether, I just don't know about anybody else, what August meeting, do we need it? That's what I'm trying to say. Chairman, that's kind of up to you, isn't it?
No, if we need one, I'm sure we can call one.
I need a motion. Are we meeting next month or not?
I'd like to make a motion that we don't need unless there's an emergency reason why we do.
Okay,
Called by the chairman.
okay.
Second that.
Who's second?
Get a second? Get a second?
Second.
Get a second?
It's gonna die.
Second.
Second. We got a second.
Move by Mr. Bond, second by Ms. Dobson, and we shall omit our August meeting except there is an emergency reason by which we should have one. All in favor of that motion, let it know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Ayes have it, and so is ordered. Amen.
I have one final comment, Chairman and Board. I would like to thank my temporary staff, Ms. Monique Hill, Mr. Gerard Milton. Today is their last day with us until the next election. They did an awesome job helping us in the office. We appreciate them. We're gonna miss them. We already started woo-hooing yesterday. I'm gonna,
Thank y'all for your service.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
gonna take them out to lunch today and have a grand old time.
Motion for adjournment.
I move we adjourn.
Oh, yeah, she was so.
Second.
You got a second.
Move by Ms. Dobson, second by Ms. Honto, that we should stand adjourned until our next
Who
meeting.
made a motion?
Todd made the motion?
No,
No,
she
Ms.
made the
Dobson.
Oh,
motion.
Dobson made the
I
motion.
seconded it.
Okay. Thank you.
And see, I'm still a working person. So I got to.
Thank you.